Hello, dynamic stars. How are you? Welcome back to the channel. It is Azurite22 coming to you, as always, to bring your intuition to the fore, to bring you more into your life. So we are back after a bit of a hiatus. You're probably going, yeah, I know you. You do that. You do this disappearing act thing. Yeah. And that is exactly what this video is all about. Dark night of the soul, shadow work, and tips on how you can effectively get through this period and come out on the other side. Beautiful, bright, and shining. A new evolved you. That's what this video is. It's all about the dark night of the soul. So what is that? That is when you kind of hit a brick wall, sort of like we hit the brick wall with that thing that's going on that we can't really talk about. Yeah, like that wall. Except this is a spiritual wall. This is an emotional wall. This is the stuff that we've shoved all the way down back, wherever you put it, right? And you can't do anything with it because you don't even realize consciously that it's there. It's gone somewhere. It is out of sight, out of mind. It's ephemeral to the point where the impulses of those things push you and pull you, just like a puppet master. But you have no idea what those things are. So when you hit the dark night of the soul is when you are beginning to become cognizant, aware consciously that these things are there. You probably don't like them. They're freaking you the freak out. They're making you feel as if, what the hell have I been doing? What has this life been about? That is the dark night of the soul. You are literally put in front of yourself to yourself. And it don't feel good. Yeah. So I was going through that around a particular topic. And this last lunar eclipse that we just had earlier this week put a head on it. And it made it to the point where I literally did not sleep pretty much for a 24-hour period when that eclipse was happening. I think that night I went to bed at 4 in the morning. Yeah, and was up at about 7:30. That moon was really powerful. I don't know how many of you felt the energy of that moon, but it was very good because lunar eclipses are there to literally have you deeply look at something, focus on it, and really pay attention. And there are key things with it because with a lunar eclipse, you can't ignore it. The thing is in your face. If you wanted to hide it, it was coming out. And that is what happens. And how you get around it, better choice of words. How you work with this type of confrontation from yourself to yourself is by doing things that help it to come out in a more relaxing kind of way. For me, of course, as you know, meditation. That helps a great deal. In addition to meditation, you can journal. You can write letters to yourself and then burn them. To send them off into the ethers, to the universe, to God, to a specific deity. That is how you release that energy. You can also chat with old friends. See, I have my notes here because, it helps me to remember and focus. Chatting with old friends is great, especially because this dark night of the soul, your mind plays tricks on you. Remember that old song? And it does, because you will remember something absolutely incorrectly because it flows in line with the beliefs and the ideas and the worldview that you had at that time. or that you went into, the thing that has been blocking you, that worldview. So all of your memories will go in lockstep with that. So when you speak with an old friend, they're going to be like, wait. That's not what happened. This is what happened. And when they tell you literally the opposite happened, you're going to be sitting there going, WTF? What the hell? It's like, where were you? You were there. You were protecting that part of yourself that now is being exposed. Talking to new friends is the other spectrum, because your new friends, they don't know what happened. They weren't there when that originating situation happened. So they get the benefit of seeing the you that is now. So they will be a contrast to what your friends who are older will say. And the great thing about friends who you've had for a number of years, a decade, or 5, 6, 7 years, whatever, that friend will remember you as you were before, watching you as you evolved and the way you are now. So chatting with an old friend is great because they will help you to see that spectrum. They will help you to understand the things that you may be struggling with now. And you can't get mad at your friends for not telling you X, Y, and Z because 1, you didn't want to know. 2, they're your friends. They know you. They know you didn't want to know. And 3, in many cases, they don't realize that you've totally, miscombobulated the information. They don't know what's in your head. They're your friend, but... So don't get into that trap when speaking to old friends. Speaking to old friends is great, but remember, this is you getting information from them about you and the situation or the arena that your dark night of the soul is focusing on, and it's not an attack on them. So just wanted to put that in there. And also another part, the next part after you do all of that is reconciling yourself, meaning what you were, who you were, and now who you are. Because they're probably 2 different people. Definitely related, but 2 different people. Because that's what this thing is. You are evolving. You're spiritually developing yourself. And then changing yourself in some tangible way to kind of mark the birth of the new you. So a lot of times, a new wardrobe, new things, because the old clothes belong to the older version of you, or the old version of you. The new clothes heralds in the new energy, the new you, a new haircut, a new hairstyle, different types of makeup if you want to do that, different accessories. Or if it doesn't need to be external, it could be you deciding to be a new way, you interacting in a different way. Your energy shifted. So you're showing that energy shift in some way. Those are key things on this journey. So when you're going through this dark night of the soul, it's not easy. Not easy at all. But these things will help you. And the very first thing that I mentioned, yoga, there's a particular type of yoga that works well. Yoga Nidra. Not even sure if I mentioned yoga. I think I mentioned meditation, but I want to make sure I mention Yoga Nidra, because Yoga Nidra is a type of meditation that really will help you to get very quiet and still in a place of pure, objective awareness and consciousness. And that will allow you to see what you need to see without having the ego all over it and creating even more tension and problems. You'll be able to ask yourself questions and really hear the answers without, again, the ego jumping in and having a heyday with you and your emotions. Because I almost speak as if each human being is a composite of many different energies and selves, and that's because we are. And we have to bring those disparate parts of ourselves together. That is literally the purpose of shadow work, of going through this dark night of the soul. This dark night of the soul forces us to look at these things and bring reunion to ourselves. Yoga Nidra is a type of yogic sleep. That is what it's called. It actually brings you into the delta state without being asleep. It is a very old practice, Hindu practice, where you literally are using the body and awareness, shifting it from outside to inside, shifting it from various parts of your body to literally what they call rotate your consciousness, so that you're constantly doing something and refocusing in such a rapid fire manner that there is no time for the ego to jump in and go, what? No, shut up, go to sleep. Because that's what you're doing. You're putting the ego asleep, so that the you that is you, your higher self, remains awake and aware. Once this process is done, the body is calm, the body is quiet, the body is asleep, but the mind is totally awake and focused on what you want, because Yoga Nidra helps you to control your own thoughts and focus on your own thoughts. So Yoga Nidra is perfect for this. And you'll be able to ask those deep-seated questions and hear the answers and be able to really reflect on it and go deeper. So I'm also going to have a Yoga Nidra meditation for you so that you'll be able to try it and see if that really helps you. I'll put the link right here. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope that you get through your dark night of the soul easily, effectively, and productively. Wishing you all the best on your journey. Azurite 22, signing out. Ta-ta for now.